fucking kidding me?
Yeah, come on, man. It's too early for that. Take that white shit on. Good morning to you too.
Why are you following me down the stairs?
Why are you following me?
I was in the stairs first. Why are you going down the rear stairwell?
We both live in this building.
Stay the hell away from me, you piece of shit.
Grow up.
Stay the hell away from me. Why are you going down the rear stairwell when you know there's already somebody in it? Reject. Stay away from me. Well, that's a hate stalker right there. Why does he suddenly have to go down the rear stairwell? I mean, there's all kinds of crap down here. Why does he suddenly have to go down the rear stairwell? That's the piece of shit who lives in Unit 80. He's a rejected, woman-hating hate stalker. Really, when you see somebody going down the rear stairwell and then you follow them and then you get in their face because they're in front of you, you've got issues. That piece of shit actually physically assaulted me in the rear stairwell in April of 2020 when I was sitting in the stairs talking to my 10-year-old niece, and he suddenly decided that he had to go down the rear stairwell. It was that same exact scenario that just happened right now, except it was in 2020, and he started shoving me aside with his foot and his knee because he said he needed to get down the stairs. There's a perfectly functional front stairwell where that piece of shit can go if he really needs to get down the stairs without having to go past somebody or step past somebody. But he's always using the rear stairwell whenever I have to use the rear stairwell because he's a hate stalking reject. He's a BLM activist who has serious issues with women, and he lives in Unit 80. He's been doing this for years. I have multiple videos of that asswipe getting in my face in the rear stairwell while I am trying to either go down the stairs, go up the stairs, or take a phone call in the stairs. He suddenly shows up and has to use that exact same area when I have to use it. And then he gets in my face and says that I'm somehow blocking his access or something. He's a piece of shit. His name is, I don't even know what his name is, but he lives in Unit 80 on my floor, and he's constantly showing up in the stairwells, whichever one I happen to try to use when I try to use them. And there's a police report from April of 2020 where he physically assaulted me in the rear stairwell during COVID when I asked him to use the front stairwell because he wasn't masked up, and he shoved himself past me while I was sitting in the stairs talking to my niece. Again, he can perfectly use the front stairwell. There's nobody in the front stairwell right now. I can guarantee it. I'm not hearing anybody going up and down the stairs. But he always has to get in my face because he's a rejected, hate-stalking BLM asswipe who has serious issues with women. Most of the male DMH inmates who live in this building have issues with women because they live in single-room occupancy units where they're obviously not married or living with a girlfriend or boyfriend or whatever, and they have serious issues with women because they are in the care of the Department of Mental Health for some behavioral problems. That's a verifiable fact. So again, that piece of shit got in my face on half a dozen prior occasions over the last 4 years while I was trying to go down the rear stairwell to avoid having to interact with pieces of shit like him. As I keep saying, as I spend most of my time going out of my way to avoid any kind of interaction with the male hate-stalking BLM asswipes of this building. And regardless of my efforts at going out of my way to not interact with them, they suddenly shove themselves at me when I'm in the process of minding my own business and going and coming from my unit to the exits and entrances of this building. And if he happens to be hanging out any of these entranceways, I'm calling the police.